Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. With James Gunn wrapping up his work at Marvel, the DCU is buzzing with excitement over who he'll be working with next, and you won't believe who the fans have in mind. Hold on to your hats, because we're talking about none other than Chris Pratt as Booster Gold. That's right, people are clamoring to see the man who brought us Star-Lord in the DC Universe. But what do you think? Is Chris Pratt the right fit for Booster Gold? Well, let me tell you, Chris Pratt might just be the guy for the job. Now, if you're not familiar with Booster Gold, let me give you a quick rundown. He's a time traveler from the 25th century, using his knowledge of future events and technology to become a hero in the present day. With his charisma and confidence, he's a witty and lighthearted hero, always ready with a joke. So what makes Chris Pratt the perfect fit for the role of Booster Gold, you ask? Well, for starters, he's a talented and versatile actor with a proven track record of success in films such as Guardians of the Galaxy, Jurassic World, and The Avengers. But let's get down to the specifics. Chris Pratt has shown that he has the ability to play both dramatic and comedic roles, with a natural charisma and energy that would lend itself perfectly to the role of Booster Gold. And let's not forget his physicality and comedic timing, which are a must-have for a hero like Booster Gold. And let's not forget, Chris Pratt has a unique energy that he brings to every film he's in, making his performance truly stand out. Imagine what he could do with a character like Booster Gold, who's known for being larger than life. One thing that I know for sure, you know him as Star-Lord, but what if I told you that he's the true master of his craft, and his unique energy sets him apart from the rest? Every film he's in, he brings that special spark that keeps us on the edge of our seats. Now, when it comes to playing Booster Gold, who is often portrayed as larger than life, you need an actor who's got both charisma and confidence. And let me tell you, Chris Pratt has got that in spades. He's known for his wit and humor, and we all know that he's got comedic timing that'll have you rolling in the aisles. Plus, he's got a natural charm that'll make you fall in love with him as Booster Gold. But it's not just all laughs, folks. Chris Pratt has proven that he's got the dramatic range to play a superhero. He's got a strong physical presence, and he's shown us that he can bring the intensity when it matters. He's the perfect choice to bring Booster Gold to life on the big screen. So what do you think? Is Chris Pratt the right actor to bring Booster Gold to life on the big screen? Anyway, into a slightly different story. Will we see the Guardians of the Galaxy crew reunited in the DCU? The possibilities are endless, and we can't wait to find out. But wait, what would it really take Chris Pratt to play Booster Gold in James Gunn's DCU? First, have you ever wondered what it's like to be in charge of the DC Universe? Well, when Gunn first took over as co-CEO of DC Studios, he asked fans what they wanted to see most in the new DCU. And you won't believe this, but the response was overwhelmingly Booster Gold. Can you imagine? Now, Gunn himself said that this question was just out of personal interest, and that it doesn't necessarily mean we'll see Booster Gold in the franchise. But I gotta ask, who wouldn't want to see the Golden Hero shine on the big screen? But let's not get our hopes up too high, because Gunn and his co-head Safran have planned the DCU based on what makes the best story, not necessarily on what fans think they want to see next. I mean, let's face it, sometimes what we think we want isn't always what's best for the story. For a fact, we've all been wondering who would be the perfect fit to play the charismatic but tortured character of Booster Gold in the DC Universe. And there's one name that's been floating around: Chris Pratt. I mean, he's got the charisma, the humor, and let's be real, James Gunn is probably going to cast him in a future project anyway. So why not have some fun and make him Booster Gold? But not everyone agrees. Some fans argue that Booster Gold is a college-aged comic student, and Chris Pratt is too old to play the role. And they've got a point. Why bother making Chris Pratt look younger when they could just hire a younger actor? And some fans have some pretty strong opinions about the suggestion. Kiera says, "In what effing world is Chris Pratt good as Booster Gold? Chris lost all the charisma he ever had as soon as he was cast in Guardians of the Galaxy. And Mike says, anyone that says Chris Pratt should be Booster Gold doesn't understand the character. Also, Chris Pratt is too old. Booster is college age. By the way, why are we even talking about Booster Gold? LOL. This time-traveling football star first appeared in comics in February 1986 and quickly became a fan favorite. He may come off as a glory-seeking showboat from the future, but when it really comes down to it, he's just a lovable guy who's been through some tough times. But have you ever seen Booster Gold in live action? Yep, he's made appearances in TV series like Smallville and Legends of Tomorrow. And now, with rumors swirling that Chris Pratt could be stepping into the role, we're all wondering, is age just a number when it comes to playing Booster Gold? So what do you think? Would you love to see Chris Pratt as Booster Gold in the DCU? So with all this information, what is the implication should Chris Pratt move to DCU as Booster Gold? Well, as we all know, James Gunn has become one of the 2 CEOs of DC Studios, and he's teaming up with Peter Safran to bring the DC universe to life. Unfortunately, this also means that his time as the director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has come to an end. But don't worry, Gunn has expressed his interest in working with the cast again in the future, even mentioning that he might work with Chris Pratt and the rest of the Guardians in the DC universe. He said, "This cast is like my family. I cannot tell you how close I am to Chris Pratt and Palm Clementif and Dave Bautista and Zoe Saldana and Karen Gillan. But I also know I will work again with all those people individually again." And what about Zoe Saldana and Dave Bautista? They've both expressed interest in leaving the MCU, so will they want to lock themselves into another big franchise? Only time will tell. James Gunn is officially leaving the Marvel Universe and taking over the DCU. Yes, you heard that right. The man behind the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy is now exclusively writing and directing for DC. But what does this mean for the Guardians of the Galaxy? Unfortunately, this marks the end of the trilogy and he won't be making any more movies with them. Don't worry though, because Gunn has already mentioned that he'll probably work with them again in the future. Fans are already speculating what roles the Guardians cast will play in the DCU. And can we talk about Chris Pratt as Booster Gold? That would be amazing. Gunn is currently finishing up the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is set to release on May 5th, 2023. And let me tell you, it's a bittersweet moment for him. He shared that the movie is so emotional, but it's been a real joy to make it. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, bye.